So, before we get into what is happening today, I want to tell you a story. This story dates back to the very late 1800s, but somehow is very relevant to today. After the death of her very wealthy husband, Sarah Winchester was the heiress of the Winchester rifle empire, and therefore she inherited an enormous fortune. But with that fortune came something else: fear, and lots of it. You see, she believed that she was being haunted by all of the spirits that the rifle was responsible for killing. And so she was unsure of what was true, unsure of what she imagined, and so she turned and looked for evidence. She contacted a medium. And the medium did not give her truth. The medium gave her a task. She said, as long as you keep building, the spirits cannot reach you. There was no blueprint, there was no completion date, there was no evidence, just a command. Basically, the command was keep going, keep building, and if you stop, something bad will happen. So Sarah spent 38 years adding rooms, doors, stairs, hallways, and windows, not based on purpose or architecture, but based on fear and mystery. And the house certainly reflected it. Staircases that led nowhere, doors that opened into walls, windows facing blank hallways, rooms built only to be sealed off, a maze rather than a plan. 38 years. She was building a belief system she was trapped inside. And the longer she built, the harder it became to stop, because stopping meant facing the truth. There may never have been anything chasing her at all. I feel like I need to repeat that last part. And the longer she built, the harder it became to stop, because stopping meant facing the truth. And the truth was, there may never have been anything chasing her at all. With that being said, some public narratives work the same way. They start with, something isn't right. Then, you can't trust anyone but me. Then, every unanswered question is evidence of a cover-up. Then, if the facts don't fit the theory, add more theory. And just like the Winchester mansion, the story grows. More doors, more corridors, more hallways, more claims, more mystery, more rooms with no exit. Not because the evidence requires expansion, but because the narrative requires maintenance. And once someone is emotionally invested, stopping feels like losing. Stopping feels like betrayal. Stopping feels like admitting that maybe this fear wasn't truth, it was construction. Because theory that requires endless expansion but never produces evidence isn't truth, it's construction. If there's always a new room and never a solid foundation, it isn't truth, it's the Winchester mansion.